Hey, what's up guys? Back again for another video. Sorry, I missed Minifig Monday episode 2 last week because I was just really busy with school and all of that fun stuff. But today I'm doing episode 2. I am sorry that this is kind of a week late. It technically should be episode 3, but it's not, just because I've been busy. So now let's take a look. This is, for Minifig Monday episode 2, we are going to be reviewing the LEGO Star Wars 1999 Qui-Gon Jinn. This figure came out 20 years ago. That's right, 20 years ago. I bought this from someone, so I don't have any of the sets he comes in. But I know he comes in, I don't know what it's called. It's the little set on Tatooine with Darth Maul's speeder bike. He came in that was, I believe, the cheapest set to get him in. And that set, he would have been included with the 1999 Darth Maul minifig. Also, just a thing I would like to let you know is, please give me feedback, like on what figure I should do next week. Okay, now let's get on with the review. First thing to note, he has yellow skin. Back in 1999, licensed figures still had yellow skin. They hadn't switched to the usual tan tone, which figures by today's standards have tan skin, like this Peter Quill from 2014. This is a very noticeable difference from other variants of him. Sadly, I cannot do a comparison on the newer version of Qui-Gon Jinn because I do not own one. But for this older one, a few things to mention is the lightsaber hilt. This is a chrome lightsaber hilt. So it's really shiny. The camera, I don't know if it's taking up that well. I feel like the camera's doing an okay job picking up, but definitely not the best job. That is a cool thing. Now they would just use like a silver more this color, which isn't dark bluish gray or light bluish gray. I'll get still. But you can see the noticeable difference. So that's cool. And they use trans neon green for his lightsaber blade. Unlike some of the newer figures. The newer figures use just like a trans light green. But the older figures use trans neon green. This is a quite noticeable difference, and I just kind of like the way it stands out. Another thing to note, the legs, cape, and hair are all in brown, not reddish brown. So if you get a figure that is wearing a brown outfit, here's an example. Okay, so this is the Sandman figure, but if you look at it, it's a different color because they changed the brown tones, I think around 2004. They changed the brown tones to make it look just like a nicer, cleaner minifig, and pieces, they changed the bricks too. As you can see, the face print is not that detailed. It's just got like a little mustache. And it doesn't have like white, shine to it in the eyes like figures of today do. You can see what I mean. It's very under-detailed, and it doesn't look a lot like the actor, but it does get the point across for its time. There is no arm printing or leg printing. The torso has some minor printing, but nothing amazing. my particular variant of the figure, the cape is starting to like come apart, and it's just not the prettiest thing. Like, it's starting to fray, but that does happen with capes as they get older and in play. But of course, I did get this figure in this condition. You can see that he has like a Jedi kind of braid in the back. If you pop it off, no dull side face turn, and there is a hole in the top of the head, which, if I get a figure from today, they do the top of the head holes most of the time. A bit differently now. But that's most of the main things for him. He is definitely not like the top quality figure. He has no back of the torso printing, sadly. But their technologies, I don't think, were quite advanced enough to do that on every figure. I don't know if this is how all of the Qui-Gon Jinn figures are, but mine in particular almost has like a whitening here. And if you're like, oh, Joel, that must be because the part might be a little bit bent and the plastic's out to break, which it does appear that way, but if you look inside of the hairpiece, there's nothing. But if you look on outside, it's just like a weird inconsistency with the brown they used for the hairpiece, like made near the end of the batch. The color was like just like a little bit weird, but that looks a bit odd. Maybe that's just like maybe like a mismold. If it is, that's kind of cool to have, but as far as I'm aware, I think this is just a run-of-the-mill figure. It's a pretty basic figure. Not the easiest to come by now, but not super valuable. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a response of what figure you might like to see next week. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next video. Bye.